What a shit song. That's like what fucking white people listen to.
Been looking at what people are doing to lose weight, but not
America.
everyone is so sure that weight loss is the only way to go. In
Damn, bro, I love your tie.
acceptance movement, members say that
I
it's
bet you're
actually
getting mad
fine
pussy,
to
bro.
be fat and love yourself just
I'm mad
the way
straight.
you are.
Oh, that's stunning.
I love the word fat. If you say I'm fat, I'm not
into
offended by
that.
Fat to me is a description. I'm proud to be fat.
Julianne Watasek has come a long way. Overweight since childhood, she remembers being told to cover her body starting at age 8.
If you're fat, you do not let that show. Hide it, hide it, hide it.
But a few
Well, you're
years
doing a
ago,
terrible
she
job.
hooked up with this group, the National Association to Advance Fat Acceptance, or NAFA. Members here are encouraged to look in the mirror and embrace what they see. At first,
It was so uncomfortable. And 6 months later, I'm like, do.
instead of weigh-ins, NAFA has yay-ins.
Yay, ravishing.
I am halfway between sexy and lovely.
Oh look, more delusional women lying to themselves.
Jeanette
What a
DePatie
rare
is the
sight in
group's
modern
fitness
America.
advisor. After embracing her size, she became a fitness instructor.
That's the most exercise she's gotten in a
Her video
week.
is called The Fat Chick Works Out. Why the name?
Wow, that exercise instructor is fat. Well, yeah, I am.
But she decided not to let it stop her.
I had been feeling very much like my life couldn't start until I reached a certain size. And then one day I realized
God, those are like
I
fucking
might
udders, dude.
never reach that magic number.
God, yeah, she literally looks like a cow. Like, you just like milk her udders and use her for
Joining
breast
me now,
milk. Like
Julianne
that's what she
Watasek from the
contributes to
National
society, her
Association
milk.
To advance fat acceptance, and then next to her, and in between the two of us, I should say, is Jeanette DePatie, who is author of The Fat Chick Workout. You brought your book, you brought your DVD. Feel free to hold it up.
Holy shit!
My first question to you, Julianne, yay-ins instead of weigh-ins. And you say embrace your size. Is that any size, no matter how fat a person is?
I think it is because weight and health are two different things. So we're not throwing away health by embracing our size. We're saying that whatever body you're in, it's a good body. Love it and take care of it.
And I want everybody to
So
understand.
why don't
we
you do
talked
that?
Before the show, that I'm asking questions that I think a lot of people maybe who don't understand, people who are
Yeah, I'll
overweight,
never understand because I have the
go through.
willpower not
and
to
then at the same
overeat.
time, I want to understand what it's like, to live your life. So people would say, "Are you kidding me? What about heart disease, hypertension? What about all of the medical issues that do? What about immobility that can come with being overweight?"
Well, I can say that you can deal with all of those issues outside of losing weight, right? So if immobility is an issue for you, there are exercises you can do to gain mobility. I had students that when they started with me,
Oh look,
they
she doesn't
couldn't
even
walk
address
from the
heart
car
disease,
to the
diabetes, and all
classroom.
that other stuff.
Over
She
the
just goes
course of
straight
the
to
year,
immobility.
They were doing 3
Congrats,
one-hour
bitch, you can
exercise
move.
segments a week, just slowly and gradually adding exercise. And they really didn't lose a lot of weight, but they gained the mobility through the exercise.
Makes sense. So, Julianne, I can understand the people
Yeah, it makes
who,
complete sense,
like
bro.
you, starting at age 8, told, would you please put
Sure,
something
don't
else
even need
on
follow-up
to cover your
questions.
body? That could be terrible for someone growing up, obviously, as you develop. But yet at the same time, we live in a world that is not made for people who are fat. Airplanes, buses, chairs.
Her
in
chin
people's
is
homes.
smooth as a
It
baby's
must be
bottom.
difficult.
It is
It
difficult.
looks like one,
and those
too.
are the things that we are seeking to change. We're changing the paradigm that we are not the problem. The problem is that our world doesn't accommodate a diversity of bodies. So that's what we need to change. Not so much changing.
I think
who
all
we
that body
are
fat is
and
crushing her
changing
brain.
Our body, but instead changing society.
Now, while you, and I'm kind of now joining with what Jeanette is saying, while you accept entirely who you are, would it be okay with you to exercise more, maybe lose some weight, or do you have no desire to?
I think that
No, of course
exercising
not.
is
We
good,
have to destroy the
activity is good.
patriarchy.
My thought is that weight needs to be set aside, and that regardless if I gain, lose, or stay the same, that's not important to me. What's important to me is that I'm getting the nourishment, the nutrition, the sleep, the activity that my body needs.
And I think there's an important assumption there, right?
Right.
That you said gain a little activity and lose a little weight. For example, I did a marathon, right? 26.2. You know how much weight I lost?
Zero.
There you
Zero.
go.
I got
Yeah, fuck
much
thermodynamics.
better shape. I was much healthier, but I didn't
stuff doesn't
lose
mean
weight.
shit.
And how sad! Like if I had tied the idea of success,
She's a fitness
to the
instructor,
idea
yeah,
of
she
weight
knows her
loss,
shit.
I would have gone 26.2 miles in one day without dying, right? And I still would feel like a failure, and that would be so sad. So
Sure.
we really want to decouple the ideas of health and doing healthy things from weight loss.
And with all of this information, Julianne, what would you like someone who is my size to understand about you when we meet each other out on the street?
I would say that there is nothing you can tell by a person by noting their body size except their body size. You don't know their behaviors, you don't know their habits, you don't
I
know
can
their
tell that you
health.
have a hairy pussy.
Well said, Julianne.
You're too
Jeanette,
fat
thank
to
you
fucking
very
reach
much.
it.
The
Thank
book
you.
is The Fat Chick
I bet it stinks like
The
shit
Fat Chick
too.
Works Out.
Fat Chick Works Out.
The ultimate boner killer right there.
www.thefatchick.com.
Doesn't get more
Thank you both for
unsexy
being
than that.
here. Coming
Thank
up,
you.
we're
I'd
gonna have
rather
more
fuck
on
like a
size
really,
acceptance
really,
a little
really
bit later
old woman than
tonight
fuck
at 10
them.
o'clock on the Fox 11, 10 o'clock news. Coming up next, everybody, key witnesses in the Trayvon Martin shooting.
That is the
They've now
National
apparently
Association
changed
for
their
Fat
stories. Our
Acceptance.
legal analyst, Robin Sachs, is going
They're
to
accepting
tell us
applications right
how
now.
that could affect the
Good
case.
luck.